strong here, actually. Can peel a lot. It'll just be the Alistair.
Yeah.
That one's not one I really saw coming, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, when you're thinking about Lehens, it's like, well, he could play Blitzcrank, like, he could play all this crazy stuff, and then he just
goes for a cheeky reset there. KT do grab the Dragon. This is going to be trade of objectives. And neither team is positioned.
They have no idea. It's just a face check. Duck Dom. Eventually, he's just going to get knocked up. They just have no idea. Nobody checks the brush. And they're just going to die for it.
Somebody just what he said, right? He seemed it off.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a pretty cracked play.
Yeah.
Lehens is dead now. Gideon is going to miss his ult. It was beyond the max range. He tried his best. It was on target, but now maybe a dive. This is a Poppy and an MF to try to clear the way if the cleanse comes through, but it is MF, so she just dies. And Gideon, ooh, very close. A bunch of flashes have to be used by KT just to get out. Fisher gonna show himself first and then look to enter. BDD trying to set something up, but he might just bait his team in as Fisher gets the kill. BDD in a rough spot. Gideon getting knocked into the wall, and Fisher still here. The Q3 gonna hit again, and Duck Dom, he doesn't have any sums. Nice charm here from BDD, very close to getting the kill.
Crazy. His movement is so difficult to predict in this situation, and he just snap flash ults and trades one back. Not able to get the full setups here, though, onto Duck Dom, unfortunately.
Here is that somebody. Yeah, you just press your R button, in goes BDD, gonna land the charm. Kingen running real fast to his doom, and he's trying to actually get the kill, and BDD flashes away! He turns it around, Kingen! Are you kidding me? And now he's gonna get a double kill! What? How did he manage that?
He doesn't even have rip trying to deny this. Like, maybe even stop some backs, as they are just going to force this turret, and if anyone stays, they're dead.
Yeah.
Really good play here from Nongshim. So oppressive. Man, now I think
they couldn't quite burst him 100-0, and then he flashes away from some of the damage. Trying to dive into Gasante. That's an interesting one, as Lehens tanking it up with his ult, and that will be enough to tank all of that turret damage. In goes Kuz, and he has to flash away.
Too much for it, but the flash being down now again hurts his ability to engage in a really meaningful team fight. And it's also just going to be the losing control of the Dragon. So they're winning on both fronts.
Yeah. I mean, they control everything. Like, I thought game one was pretty oppressive, and one Gideon rather is going to flash just to avoid Kuz having a chance to, you know, flash ultim or anything. Doesn't actually have flash. Fisher, wow. Going to avoid that. He's still dead. But nice mechanics in his death. Buying time for the Nongshim push into mid, I guess, and bot.
Yeah, and they don't get Dragon yet, but they should be able to gather for it here because Fisher will have TP in 25 seconds and can head over there if it is necessary. Dragon, these things are all up. And he got the successful, push in. They got the turret earlier.
Because Sanadakon's gone.
And like, Fisher can just let this turret go and TP bottom. Just get out of here if you wanted to. Like,
or he could die. That's okay too. Yeah, he's very dead. I just don't think it really matters, but it's pretty funny that he does good.
My point here, though, is that, like, yeah, he shouldn't have died there, and he could have just given it up. But if they don't try to dive him,
at this point in time, it's 2 items completed plus the Stork Pen boots, upgraded feats of strength, and tried to set something up there, and Kingen immediately knew because it was very obvious. Like, why would a level 13 Kazante be running at me, right? Now trying to run at the Leona as Wei tries to flash away. A lot of damage coming up from both the MF and the Rumble, but not quite enough as Wei will survive. Lehens as well getting pretty low. He's going to survive. Gideon might have to pay for that, but the withdrawal does come through.
Just basically put everyone around Kingen. So, like you mentioned, Ari can't beat him in the side lane anymore. Is that teleport, but the fact that he could have come down and helped out just shows that Nongshim has so many options. Lehens.
Yeah, KT trying to go for a play on the top side, and Nongshim were just one step ahead of this one. Jonas Strong was hiding the vision for a reason. And that's
we can't see anything on the map. And once again, can you catch this Rumble by Ari? No, because the whole team is there, and this allows Fisher to just be on the other side of the map, killing objectives and killing minions. As well as Nongshim are hit by a rocket, but I don't think they care.
I mean, they should be able to get this Baron. What happens after is really the question. Not even going to smite that one. Charm goes down on a Kingen, but he's still alive. There's no follow-up. The rest of KT not even there. Duck Dom's not even here yet. As finally he is going to show up. Lehens got his ult rolling, but it's 5v4. And you just lost the Baron. So Nongshim They say, okay, we'll take our win and we'll back. It's so suffocating. They do have a lot of flank wards, actually, but they just don't really have a lot of vision in their own jungle. It has been that way for quite a while.
Maybe.
Nice dodge on the harpoon, but that does mean that you're not in range. Meanwhile, the inhibitor is going down.
They let Kingen do the pushing, and then they let the 4-man do the hitting. And then when they try to get the Rumble, he's just so far away, he's so safe they can't catch him, and then turrets go down, inhibs go down. This is beautiful macro from Nongshim on display.
Yeah, it really is. It's crazy to see the development of this team. And unfortunately for KT, we haven't really we haven't seen much from them. You know, they are our 3rd seed, but they're kind of getting bodied right now. There's not too much to talk about in this game anymore, which is why we're talking about all the stakes and the narrative. Is now looking for the dive here. Lehens goes in. He can easily tank this turret because it's just dead meat. And they don't have a wave, but Fisher doesn't seem to care as he will be pulled many different ways and taken down. That's gonna.
And the next objective, you know, is like where you have bottom side. This is only the like weak side Yone in this game, sides this whole game. To be fair, though, like
but also really dying.
Yeah.
Well, Gideon's just gonna step on some chompers, and well, he stepped on something, got stunned up, and either way, we're diving still as we're killing the inhibitor. Maybe a chance here for KT. Gideon is gonna go down, but Jiwoo able to peel up against Cousin Kingen. He is the raid boss. He is the guy you gotta kill. You can kill Jiwoo. They don't really care about that. You gotta take down Kingen, and then we're talking as BDD just gonna get gunned down here by Jiwoo. And that should be finally the end of the game here for Nongshim, taking game 2.
Clean 2-0 start, and for KT, unfortunately, there's a lot to see here. Nongshim, very dominant start to this series. Lehens puffs up his collar. He's ready to pack it up and take a break here as Nongshim